Hey everybody, Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay, for this beautiful, beautiful Friday, I have for you video number 3 for my summer build RC project, the Billings Lightship ELBE-1. Okay, lots been going on since video number 2. Guys, I can't tell you more. You guys already know already this big heat wave that came through the U.S. We got another one coming in next week. It's so nasty. It was about 111 degrees. It was out here. It was hot. I mean, hot, hot, hot. And I sanded the hole down on both sides using several grades of sandpaper, using a sanding block that I made, using a sandpaper. And once it's all done, I went ahead, as you can see, I put spackle on here. This the only thing I'm going to do is put one coat of spackle on there just to fill the hole in a little bit. After that, it's going to be fiberglass. The starboard side has not been coated with filler, and the stern block on the other side, on the starboard side, hasn't been sanded on either. I was going to take it outside, but it's too hot. I can't take the heat. It's too hot out there, guys. Years ago I could take it, but you get my age. It gets rougher than a cob, and so I said, well, Frank, just go on, and I did. I got the superstructures right now. I'm working on this thing, and it's going along pretty good. Oh boy, that's good stuff. That's root beer, guys. I quit drinking years ago. Now, here's a structure that's removable. I've already started on the bridge. This kit's gone. It's 60 years old. It still goes together quite well. These building kits are kind of rough. The new ones you got nowadays with the laser cut pieces, it just it makes life a lot more simpler. But I like the rough as a cob kind stuff, like this here. Cut everything out, sand, bevel, everything else. And like it says in the instruction sheet, when you buy a Billings kit, don't think you're going to assemble it like you do a model. You don't. It's got to be built, really, built. And I can set this down here. We can take a little more of the hull. Yep, when I get it all sanded down, I'm going to fiberglass it. But I ain't going to fiberglass this bad boy until the heat goes down. And I'm not going to take this outside and sand it until the heat goes down as well. So it'll probably be the latter part of next week when things start to cool down a little bit. I can take it outside and get this hull done. But I got other assemblies to go ahead to proceed on. I'm not going to let this hull slow me down. And if the rudder works good, you're right. I think what it was, so that filler got on there and kind of stiffened up the rudder. Yeah. Yeah. Something's binding there. I gotta check it out. Anyway, that's what I got going. On the starboard side, I gotta go ahead and fill that in like this right here and let it dry. I could probably do that tonight. But when it comes to sanding, I can't do that until it cools down. To say the least, it's going together quite well. I'm pretty quite pleased with it. I gotta find out what's hung up at there. I'm pretty well puzzled. Oh, I see. There we go. Looks good now. I'll see what the problem was. The problem was it hit a piece of that filler right there. It's okay now. But it's got to be really fine-tuned. You don't think sticking on you like that when you get out there in the lake somewhere. Okay. When it comes to converting this thing to RC, you're on your own. The instructions don't give you no details at all. You remember, this thing is ancient, like me. I'm probably 10 years older than this thing is. Maybe a little 15 years older or so. And back in those days, they only had too much instructional stuff out there to how to install RC, so they assume you know how to do it. So, with some of these building kits, the older ones, you just got to cut here, cut there, cut everywhere, and just tailor make it till everything is suitable. So I got a lot of work to do tonight. I got the so far. I got the bridges all done on there, the forward part of the bridge, and I've got the combing on the side here. I got to put combing on the starboard side. Then I'm going to go ahead, lastly I'm going to go fill all this in with spackle using my pallet brush. And sand outside when it cools down. I'm going to deck another coat of shellac after I get done I'll put on the combing and everything on there. I got other details I gotta cut out and prepare and fit. I gotta make all these sub-assemblies on here, like I do right here. This is all sub-assembly. So I'm not gonna attach it to the deck till it's all filled, primed, and painted. And the rest of the sub-assembly parts I got to cut out. I have to follow the same procedure. I went down to Harbor Freight. Now, there's a word of caution about these billing kits. Elder Billing, in terms of his design, the wood they use is very, how would I describe that? Not flexible, beyond that. Almost too dry, brittle. I think brittle would be the best answer to their wood. That means when you're cutting parts out, it'll crack. Then you go, oh shit. To save yourself the headaches, what you do is you take masking tape or glue, such as this here, type bond, and get yourself some paper, just white typing paper, best. For example, you're gonna cut this deck, this top out, and it splits on you. Then you gotta glue it together again, let it set, and then you go ahead and recut it again. But to save these things from cracking is, if you apply glue on here and put paper in the back, if it splits, it's not going to go nowhere. It'll split because the paper keeps it all together. That's the same thing with the tape. So that's one thing, a word of caution when you're dealing with these billing kits. That's the older kits. The new ones nowadays, they don't they don't present that problematic kind of a problem. That's the only negative thing I can say about Eleanor Billing is the kind of wood that he uses. He uses the mahogany and rayon. And all those woods are nice exotic woods, but they split. That's the word I was looking for. They split. And if it splits, glue it together and just put it away and let it dry. You go to the next piece, like I say, a next printed piece. I can cut these out here. I got to cut all those out. On the back side, you apply glue back here, and you glue paper on it like a veneer. Now let it dry. When you cut it out, and it splits, it's not going to disintegrate on you. It's not going to go nowhere because it's glued. It'll be movable, but it's glued. When you get done with when its parts are moved, you take some ACC over there and give it a good bath. It'll right there and make it just right. Now, a word of caution about cutting these parts out. Now, there's exactly 2 methods to cut these things out as easy as you can. First method is option number 1, using a scroll saw right here. But there's a problem. Remember me telling you about the wood splits all the time? With the reverberation of the saw going like that, and that wood would be shaking, all of a sudden it'll split on you like that. Then you get all pissed off and upset. So to avoid that, when you're dealing with small confined pieces, the best tool to use is this. A little coping saw. It's like an old-fashioned sickle type hacksaw, coping saw you call it. This here, you got more control. You can cut them really easy. You cut those parts out very easy. And I cut them out. And I cut out this part here. Let me show you something. While we're talking about cutting pieces out. This is the overhang support for the deck back here. Back aft back here. Here is the finished piece. Yeah, I came out of. See these right there? They're fitted on this plywood. This plywood's about a little less than 3/16 of an inch thickness. Now, use that little saw I showed you. Magic. It does a good job. And fear not, it will not split on you by using that little saw right there. This got to use very carefully, move it around, and it works very well. So it makes life a little sweeter for me. I bought that at Harbor Freight. I got that today, and I got to thank him. If I get a cope saw, I could be able to cut these parts out with ease. I got to use your vise. Make sure it's good, steady, and just it'll cut very easy like butter. It won't split on you. But that's the only bad thing about their kits is wood split. So always glue it back to the put the front side down and back side. Just glue it or put spray on adhesive and put your paper on there. I'll let it set and dry. Then you go ahead and cut out. And the parts, you got to make sure they fit perfectly off the model before you put it on. And it goes together quite good. This Lightship will go together pretty quick. I'm building it slowly, take my time. I want to get 20 videos out of this. So the Lightship ELBE-1 Burgermeister Oswald is coming quite nicely. And I've got all the radio gear already. I got the motors for it. Went down to eBay, got a whole eBay. I went there and ordered me another Dumas 6-volt motor, just like the one I showed you I'm going to put on the Washburn tug bar, I mean. And that came in, matter of fact, came in yesterday. And I got that, and so I'm going to start working on more of the superstructure tonight and things. And I had a little filler around these areas. And then I'm going to go ahead and start doing other stuff. Make more sub-assemblies. It's coming on quite nice. I'm glad I got the fitting set for this thing. I ordered it at the ship's store, and I saw that little blue box right there. It was a fitting set for it, so I got the fitting set. Well, it's right about here, right behind me. And man, I wish I would have got the lighthouse that fits on top of the deck here. It comes in a brass, already built. It's brass. It's just, all you gotta do is just hook it up to a power source and it lights up and everything. So I got my drill press out there in my shed. I use that to drill a hole through my dowling to allow wire to pass through there to fire up my 1500 watt light. Okay, that's about it for the ELBE-1 Lightship. Is it for me? I should have video number 4 probably by Monday. And be a lot more progress done on the superstructure. And next week is going to be a real drag, fellas. Heat wave number 2 is blasting its way through again. So I will sand the hull down when things start to cool down a little bit. I can't sand this trailer. I was thinking about pulling a trash can over there and sticking the hull in the trash can and doing some sanding. I don't want to do that because that stuff floats in the air. And here you got to keep this place clean because it's so small in here. And plus, I don't want none of this dust on top of my airplanes up here. I look at them and I dust these things every day. I give them a little dust here and there, and they're pretty dust free. I like all my stuff here, you know. It reminds me of my old house I had. And this farmhouse I'm getting, it's on its way. When I'm patient, man. I know I'll get it. So good things will come my way anyway. And I hope a lot of good things come your way too, fellas. And a shout out to Stu Avery Models. He shaved his beard off. He looks like a newborn babe. And I feel like I take these button chops off too to get a little hot. I cut my hair. Well, that stuff was getting long like weeds. And I said, hell with it, you know. All I need is a mirror here, a mirror here, a mirror there, a pair of scissors. I'm a self-made barber. I wouldn't suggest you guys do it at home, but everybody cheats once in a while. Christ, I have been a barber since 1930, since I was in my 30s. Okay, again, this conclusion of part video number 3 for my Lightship by Billings. If anybody wants to get one of these, all I can say is just keep your peepers out on eBay, or when you go to these model vendors like that, they may scare one up for you. They don't make this no more, guys. They truly don't. I think they probably discontinued this vessel probably, I would say, by the turning of the 1970s. They probably dismissed it from their model catalog. So I guess they're venturing on other stuff, which he did. So building kits are really nice kits. I love building kits. There's something about them, you know. And they're old-fashioned, they're old school like me. And this ain't my first rodeo with this kind of builds. It just takes time and lots of time. And like I said earlier in the video, these things here, when you open up the box, you think you're going to assemble it here and there, it goes together, and voila. Sadly, mistake, you don't. Like I said, these things have to be merely built. And believe me, when you get to build, it's a great achievement. You say, wow, This damn thing was in a box. Now it's starting to look like something. Just like it's starting to look like something now. So, like I said, I say about 20 videos will probably call this thing a wrap. I got other stuff going anyway, you fellas. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing up for Frankie Day Models. Know the routine. Make mama happy. Always take care of your soulmate, mama-san. Take care of your woman. Take care of the little ones. Please, please, please take care of yourself. It's getting hot outside. Be careful. If you're working inside of a factory somewhere, take a steel guitar rag right here, a rag, immerse it in ice cold water, fold that bad puppy over, stick it behind your neck like this, and man, you're cool all day long. Because I work on the goddamn galley all day long, and it gets hot in there. Here, 2 days ago, the galley was 133 degrees in there. And I had to cut a lot of people off from drinking Coke and iced tea. He said, man, that's got sugar, fructose sugar. That stuff will make you shake, rattle, and roll, and everything. And man, you'll pass out, and your blood sugar and everything. You got Gatorade here and Power Rangers, Powerade. They got all that stuff right there. So please keep cool and stay out of the sun. It's no joke out there. It's hot stuff out there, fellas. All the humidity out there, it'll bring you down to your knees. It'll kill you. So please be careful out there. Okay, get yourself a model out of the stash pile or finish up what you got started. Tube of glue. Turn on the radio, TV, or whatnot. And let the heat do its thing. And you stay nice and cool, build some models, and take care of your wife and children. And stay focused when you drive and spend wisely. Okay, this is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. We'll catch you next week. Be Monday with video number 4 on the Billings ELBE Lightship. Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models signing off. God bless you all. I love you fellas. And take care of yourselves. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, boys.